It's come that time. It is that time to take apart the Ford GPW engine. Managed to get it all on the engine stand, as you've just seen in the start of the video. It's now time to take it apart, strip it to bits, and get it all ready to go back together. And in order to do that, we're going to have to take everything off the engine block. You're going to have to bear with me because this is the first time that I've ever fully stripped one of these engines. So you're going to be with me along the way, so let's see how we get on. First thing we're going to have to do is obviously we've already got it somewhere near, like we've got all the head off, which is over here, which is in a different video. The pulley's already off, so it's come to me in almost this state. So there's a lot of stuff that's already been taken off of it, but the main internals are all still in there, and the pistons are all still in there. I've got one valve already out. But the first job we're going to have to do is get the studs off, the valves out, get this cover off, and just start taking it to bits. So let's get the valves out first. That's the first job. We need one of these, which is a spring compressor for the valves. I think this is a nice original US made one, which I picked up off eBay for about, I think it was 15 quid. So you can find these. And what they do is they sit in between the valve and the spring, and then you turn this handle, and then the spring goes up, which then reveals the seats that sit in the guide. And then what I do is get a magnet on a stick, reach in, and you can get the collets out without dropping them through the engine, because that's definitely happened before. And there's the other one there, so you get a little magnet in there. There we go. Okay, so now the springs and the seats are off, you can then just be able to pull the valve out, or just like that. And I think these might go again, they don't seem too bad, and take all the rest of them out. Right, so on the last one, there's a set of valves out, all the collets are out. Next thing I'm going to remove is the oil pump, so let's get that off. See, it's marked GPW. So I'm using a rubber soft mallet. I'm just going to give it a little tap just there. See how it broke free? Give it a wiggle. So I'm not prizing anything, I'm just trying to get it to come by itself. Next thing I'm going to move is this engine mounting cover. That's the next thing. Obviously all the pulleys are already off, So let's get that off. So in there should be a camshaft plunger, and there's not. So in there we should have a camshaft plunger and a long spring, and that's MIA, so that should be in there.
All right! Listen up, y'all! I've rounded up a search party gone missing!
Man the lifeboats!
Alpha Team, you search uptown! Gold Team searches downtown! Any questions?
Gold Team rules!
Now get moving!
That's something we've got to get for this engine. Let's go ahead and turn this engine upside down. Now you can see underneath, obviously the sump's already been taken off. Now you can start taking the con rods off, take the pistons out, so undo the con rod bolts and start to take them off. But we're missing the pickup, which would be here, with the ring of bolts with should have like a wire attaching them. That's missing. Everything else seems to be there.
What the fuck is this gizmo?
Not moving.
Eventually.
Okay, now that the pistons are all out and we've got the oil pump out of the way, we can now take the cam out, and we're doing that. What you have to do is we're going to take out this washer. Just tap the inside of the cam there, just to start it, like that. So you can see that it's started to move, so I'm just going to give that bit more of a tap with a brass drift, just to get it started. Right, I've just tapped it now and it's come free. So I'm just going to work this cam out. Just being careful of each lobe. There we go. So there is the camshaft. There we go. It's just the crank left. Okay, so I'm just going to undo the bolt. Okay, so now I'm undoing the... So these are the main bearing caps. Don't lose the washers either. Okay, you get the middle cap off. There you go. Just move the crank. And get your hand.
Hi, this is Mo. I'm just on the internet now.
Right. That is the main bearing. Camera shy.
Don't put me on camera.
Why not? Right, now I need to just get that cap off, that cap off. That one's a bit wiggly. It's a bit rough because you've got like two dowels in there. It's a bit tight. Right then. That's the front one. That one went in there, that one went in there. That one. That one. Just the middle. Backs. Those two there. To get this back one out, I'm using a copper drift. I'm just putting it just under there. Just giving it a few taps. Each side. It can be quite tight coming out. Just gently giving it a few taps. Like that. And then you've got, if you come in a bit closer, you've got two rubber seals that go either side. Don't know where that one's gone, on the floor. I know it's still there. And then it's got the original out of rope seal there, that crank seal there. You put the same bolts back in the same place. So we know where they go. And then, now we should be able to take out the crank. My special tools now in the way. Can you bend that?
Lock them in.
Oh yeah,
See?
yeah. See, Morris knows. Right, let's try again. Them ones don't lock in. Like that. And then find somewhere to put it safe. Right, so that's the crank out. That's everything out. So now you've got like your little valve things in there. Now you can clean the engine properly now. Dirty.
Everything's fucking covered in oil. Honestly, why do you wash stuff before you clean it?
Why don't I wash stuff before I clean it?
No, why do you wash the engine? Before you start
'Cause that's what you do now.
No, before you mess with it. 2.5 now, Dicklick.
Have.
Yeah.
Have?
Why didn't you clean the engine before you mess with it? That's like you saying to me, like,
And the final thing we need to get out, which I forgot to mention, is the valves. The valve guide things. I don't know what they are. Tappets. So the thing I forgot to get out was the tappets. So you just literally underneath, give them a push, and then you can pull them out. And then I'm just doing it in order so that I know how everything goes back. I'm just putting it all in order so we can get them out. Alright, so we've got tappets, valve springs, pistons, conrods, cam, main bearings with all the bolts in, oil pump, I think it's the end of the oil pump, so the washer for the cam, valves with the collets inside there, and the crank. That's basically all the bottom end out of the GPW engine block. So now we need to clean all that up and send it to check if I need to get it, I can just get it honed, or whether I need to actually bore this out. I'm hoping, to be honest, that the actual, there's no scoring or anything on the cylinders, because they're actually okay, I think. So fingers crossed we haven't got to, and I can use the pistons again. That'd be nice, because this engine has not yet been bored. It's still on the original pistons.
I think I put it in the bloody veto.
Don't worry.
Where's all that car cleaning stuff, the Robbies?
Yeah, it's all there. I'm just cleaning and detailing the engine. Managed to get the original colour back, which will go well in my Jeep because it's a patina Jeep. So I'm not going to paint this engine. I'm actually going to try and get as much of the original colour back as I can. So I'm trying to get rid of all this grime and clean it up nice, because there's still really nice paint in this. So I'm going to try and save it instead of painting it. I'm just using, for the moment, brake cleaner and some just detailing spray, and let's see how we get on. Give this a good pull, twist. nice F mark there. Well, thank you for watching this video. The engine's now fully stripped and it's going to go away to get machined and skimmed and sorted. So I'll take you through that in the next video. But for now, thank you for watching. Leave a comment and let me know what you think to the video. I hope you've learned as much as I have. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.